What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you all doing? Welcome back. Now, what I have for you today is actually one really interesting topic. I am going to talk about one of the really old map which is making a comeback in World of Tanks called Pearl River. Pearl River, this is a crazy tongue twister for me. Now, back in the very old days, this map was known for its many choke points. We had a couple choke points in the north, we had many in the middle of the map. In the south, we had choke points, tunnels everywhere. We had some open field action, but if it started to be on the open field, you got wrecked automatically. So yeah, we had many issues with the Pearl River map. And actually, the footage you are watching on the background is from the very old days. This patch was 8.5 if I'm not mistaken, and Leopard 1, and both things, the map and the Leopard 1 itself, both were added with patch 8.5. So before we jump into the action, before we take a look at some new footage, before we take a look at some new HD pictures, because it seems like this map is almost completely ready and waiting to be released in the next few patches. Because looking at the pictures, what I'm going to show in a moment, you see why I think so. But before we do that, quick history lesson, ladies and gentlemen. So this map is extremely old. It was actually added with patch 8.5 together with VK 2001D, VK 3002D, Awful Panther, Indian Panzer, Leopard PTA, and Leopard 1. On the top of that, Soviet Tech 3 received T60, T70, and T80 light tanks. And of course, the main thing, Pearl River map was added. Now, this 8.5 batch happened in 2013 on 24th of April. So almost 7 years ago, almost exactly 7 years ago. And this map actually, before they decided to remove it, they made a little rework in patch 9.0, which was roughly 1 year later after its initial release, in 2014 on 16th of April, in patch 9.0. It was reworked together with Severogorsk. I actually do not remember how this Severogorsk looked like. Anyway, they reworked Severogorsk, Pearl River, Malinovka, Serene Coast, plus they introduced some new vehicles into this game. Now, after the rework in patch 9.0, I do not remember exactly for how long time this map saw action. The latest replay I was able to find with Pearl River was patch 9.5, but maybe it was able to make it way up to 9.7, 9.8, something along those lines, because they actually removed in 9.5, for example, they removed Severogorsk and Runeberg on fire. In 9.6, they removed some more maps like Dragon Reach. Dragon Reach actually, yes, was removed in 2015. Time flies like crazy, almost 5 years ago. Well, actually, over 5 years ago by now. But the main reason why they removed it in the first place, to my knowledge at least, was players were complaining how choke pointed this map is. It wasn't the most pleasant map to play on, and I guess they went ahead and removed it, like Dragon Reach, like they did with Dragon Reach. But now I would actually like to see all those maps back. Now, taking a look at the reworks, taking a look at those pictures and the footage you're watching now on the background, those, sliding footages comparing the old to the new one, this footage is actually 5 months old, so they have reworked it even more after that. But looking at those things, looking at the pictures, I can say that the overall theme, the overall playstyle of the map has not actually changed a lot. We still have the same positions, a lot wider positions. Yes, in the north side of the map we have the same positions, in the south, in the middle. Kind of the overall playstyle is going to be the same, as far as I can understand. But as always, guys, to get the feel of the map, to see how it works, we have to play on it. On paper, one map can look super awesome, but even, let's say, 1 or 2 key positions, extremely unbalanced key positions, can ruin the entire map. If one position is made just so overpowered for one side, the entire map is ruined. So balancing maps is a challenge for sure. Now let's switch over to this screen and let's take a look at some pictures. Now, What I have on the right side is the best minimap I was able to give you, basically just to compare where those two or where all those positions are going to be, and just to see what the hell is going on. So this is how the map looks like from the bird's eye view, basically, with a flying camera. So we have two bases. Base location is pretty much the same, if I remember correctly, the old south base or southeast base. From this perspective, it was actually up here. Do I remember it correctly, guys? It wasn't hidden so much in the south side, but it is actually quite nicely hidden, looking at all those bumps and hills and rocks, whatnot. So it is a lot. This base is a lot more hidden now. The north base seems to be exactly in the exactly same position as it previously was. We have the same choke points in the north side, in the middle of the map. This is basically identical. You were able to get into the middle from the north side using those mountain roads, from the south side using towed roads. So the middle area seems to be basically the same. Same road goes up from here, if I remember correctly, and I think you're actually able to drive in the middle of those houses now as well, so you can be sneaky, maybe do some flanking maneuvers, stuff like that. We have the same river, we have the waterfall. Waterfall is actually really beautiful, but well, most of the players are not going to notice it anyway. This is not a playground. Most likely this playground is only for drowning artilleries, I guess so. And that part of the map, west side of the map, the overall theme once again seems to be the same. Maybe some more passages, maybe some more roads following it all the way over here. And back in the very old days, we had a mountain over here, which was a crazy choke point once again. North guys, heavy tanks throw up here. South guys, heavy tanks were driving up here as well, and they were starting shooting at each other until the battle ends. Basically same in the middle, choke over here, choke over there. Now let's take a look at this map a bit more closely. Let's take a look at some of those close-up pictures as well. Now you cannot argue with the fact that this map looks freaking gorgeous. This map looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. So the graphics team did its job perfectly. It looks glorious, but you know, in this game, how the map plays is a lot more important. But at least it is pleasant for your eyes to look at. This World of Tanks Update 1.0 with HD graphics made this game a lot more pretty, for your eyes at least. As you can see, all those trees, scenario, everything is beautiful. But you can already see the tunnel theme of this map. We have so many tunnels, so many choke points. This map most likely is going to be quite hard for wheeled vehicles. Maybe it is a good thing, because it is not the easiest thing to basically juke your way out without crashing into the walls or crashing into the enemy vehicles in such a narrow canyon roads or mountain roads, or however you call it. Yeah, this map looks beautiful, so no arguing about that. Now this position, I think this position is right over here, covering the middle. Of course there is going to be godlike for STB1, for Gran 1, holding back attacks, for Urus vehicles, for all the depression tanks. This position is going to be really strong. Alright, a little picture of the middle. Yep, you are able to drive in the middle of those houses as well. You are able to be sneaky. Previously you were able to do that as well, but it was actually quite narrow, and with some vehicles, if I remember correctly, you actually got stuck over there as well. Another angle, looking at the houses. Yeah, all fog and stuff like that. This map looks pretty. This map looks pretty. Middle once again. And this is the middle square, I think. What we can see over here. Yeah, pretty sure. Previously you were not able to get up here. Most definitely you were not able to get up here. Or at least there was no playground. And now it seems like you're actually able to snipe from the middle as well. Do something which is getting spotted in the camping hills. Middle fighting ground. Right over here, that rock in the middle of the road. This rock, I think, is this one. Alright. Where to place this one? Okay, we have a tall building on the top of the mountain. Okay, this is that building right there. Alright, so maybe this road on the right side. Yeah, maybe this road. Looking from the south side. What do you think, guys? Or maybe on the other side. Okay. So this is the very north. Yeah. I think so. Waterfall. Waterfall is at the very north. It looks pretty. This one, like this is thumbnail picture. Thumbnail material, most definitely. And I bet it is deep enough for artillery to drown. I guess so. This one seems to be... Where do we have boats? Do we have any boats? Where do we... Right here. Right over there we have some boats. Yeah, it could be this position right over here. Pretty sure. This could be that one. Alright. And his most likely is that side of the map. Yep. Bridge over here. Yep. It seems like it. Bridge over here, and then you move into this choke point right there. Middle. Once again, middle rock. Oh, the north, the infamous north choke point. Maybe it is a bit better now. On the old version of the map, the left side, if you're pushing in from the south, the left side was on a higher ground. Now it seems like they flattened it out a lot, and you have 3 different angles to use. Although now this is actually... Oh, actually, this is from the north side. Yeah, this is from the north side, this is the south side. So, once again, the theme is going to be the same, because this is actually on the higher ground. Once again, this entire area seems to be identical, just in HD quality. Another angle of the middle. Yep, okay. So the big thing, what they did on this map, I can see it now, is this middle choke point. Previously we had a flat wall over here. You were not able to move up like this. This was crazy choke point once again. Tanks were taking pop shots into heavy tanks, side shots into tanks pushing in right over here, or vice versa. But now the middle seems to be the key chains over here. Okay, I see the key chains. Yeah. So this is going to open up the place on this map. Seems like it, at least. This seems to be their idea. Couple more pictures. This is at the edge of the map, so nothing too crazy. This is the north base. Yes, this is the north base. Bridge right there. And we are done. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pearl River 2.0. The biggest change I can see, of course, is the middle area. How much this is going to affect the gameplay, for that, of course, we have to play on this map. As I said before, on paper, many maps can look awesome, many maps can look beautiful, like balanced and so on. We just have to wait and see how balanced it is, and how much this middle, how much opening the middle is going to affect the gameplay on this Pearl River map. Because we have so many tunnel points. And let's say you win a fight over here. You have so many tank destroyers to deal with, and the only way to be able to get out from here is you have to use this tunnel. What if 2 or 3 tank destroyers are aiming at you already? You're going to be dead. So let's wait and see how this map plays out. But this is Pearl River 2.0. I just want to keep you in the loop, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is happening. When this map is coming out, I have no idea at the moment, but looking at it, it seems to be quite ready, quite finalized. Maybe in the next test server we are able to test it out. We'll see. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments down below. I catch you next time with something else. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been beautiful. Stay awesome, take care, and Bye.